email broadcast using ConvertKit. Hi, my name is Jen and this is my channel, Jen Lillian, and if you're an offline business owner or an online business owner and wanting quality leads into your business that generate into actually quality clients, if you're wanting to know the latest strategies in order to get more money into your business, if you're wanting to know what works for me, what works for my clients, what's been passed down from my mentors and what I want to pass over to you, then stick around because I'm actually here dedicated to releasing daily videos on all of that stuff. Plus also I've been burnt out in my time when it comes to business, especially running my 4 indoor cycling studios back in the day, because I've been a business owner since 2012 and I don't want that to happen to you, you awesome business owner. So yes, I actually create a few meditations here and there to help us de-stress, because there's a lot of stuff that us business owners need to get our heads around and we need to manage, so as well as like the family stuff on the side as well. So I'm here to help you guys because I know what it's like. I've been in the trenches loads of times, many years, and it can be quite a struggle. So I don't want that to be where you are right now. If you are in the trenches yet struggling, then let me know. I'm happy to create a video for you or help you get you on your way. So if you want to contact me anytime, then details are in the description box. So yes, I'm going to presume right now you actually have a back end to your business. Now what do I mean? So you've got three phases for you to think about when it comes to your business, whether it's offline or online. You've got the front end, which is your lead generation. You've got your second phase, which is your sales process, so how you actually take a cold prospect along a journey from cold to warm to hot, so they actually buy from you. And off the back end, you can actually still continue to make money from those leads that you generate from your front end, off the back end, when you continue to add value. And it's actually called like an email sequence, and this can be between like a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day email sequence, or even beyond. As long as that person stays on your your email address, as a subscriber, then you can actually continue adding value into their lives on a regular basis. And what I like to do, I like to send 2 emails a week plus 1 email broadcast. So this is about how to send a broadcast using ConvertKit. Now I'm going to presume that you are wanting to know more information about ConvertKit, that you haven't got an email provider just yet, or maybe you want to migrate from maybe one other email provider to this one. So for me, I'm going to talk about the ones briefly that I've used along my business journey. I've used Infusionsoft, ConvertKit, which I'm talking to you about now, Constant Contact, which I also still use right now, MailChimp, and also Aweber. But my 2 favourites are the ones I'm actually using, so ConvertKit and also Constant Contact. Infusionsoft are for the bigger boys, so if you've got maybe 5,000-10,000 subscribers plus, and you actually have, I think it was $197 I was paying per month, then that is certainly for you. It's got all the bells and whistles that you can actually imagine and ask for from an email provider. ConvertKit, I would suggest, is like a smaller version, like a snippet of Infusionsoft. Not discounting what ConvertKit offer, because it's absolutely amazing, but if you're starting out or wanting to actually insert a really fully functional back end to your business, so you can actually mop up that money that you're leaving on the table for not doing, the following follow-up sequences, then ConvertKit is definitely something, an email provider for you to consider. And what I like to do, as mentioned, I actually send an automated sequence twice a week to my clients, and also I like to send an email broadcast. So it's dead easy to use. The lady in the next video following this, following our little one-to-one chat, will be going into information about how to do this using ConvertKit. It's really simple, really easy, and again, I'm a big fan of ConvertKit for the main reason it's a snippet of Infusionsoft, which is the awesome email provider, and it's very intuitive as well, very easy to use, easy to navigate. And as a business owner, we want to know how a system works pretty much instantly, because we've got so many other balls that we're juggling in the air that we haven't really got the time or the patience sometimes to be learning someone else's system. So when it comes to ConvertKit, it's just a very easy to use platform, whereas if I was to compare ConvertKit against Aweber I just never ever got on with, for the reason why I just didn't find it very user friendly. I don't know why. I'm not knocking it, to such great features, however I wasn't a big fan. But again, you are your own individual person, you have your own preferences, unique sets of likes and dislikes, so I'm only offering what I like and passing it over to you. So a broadcast I would suggest that you send maybe once a week. So I actually send my emails on a Monday and a Friday, and I send my email broadcast once a week on a Wednesday, and that's where I really value bomb my audience. It's where I create a very actionable type content based around what I've learned recently and what's working for my clients, or what works for me, what I'm actually using in my business right now, and this is how you can do that using ConvertKit. So stick around, watch the training coming up by the lady Isa from ConvertKit, and if you've got any questions following her little training, then I'm always here. Find me using the links in the description box below. Right then, see you in the next video.
Hi, my name is Isa. I'm the webinar producer at ConvertKit, and I'm going to show you how to send a broadcast email in ConvertKit. So this is my demo account here. We're in the subscribers tab, and so the first thing we're going to do to send a broadcast email is click on the broadcast tab. Now, a broadcast is a kind of email that you're going to send if you're sending an email live, if you want to schedule an email to go out at a certain time, if you're maybe writing a live newsletter or you have a sale going on, that's kind of one time only. That's how you would think of a broadcast versus a sequence email or an automation email. Those are usually emails that are running over and over again, whereas a broadcast is something that's typically going to be a little more timely, a little more live. So when it's time to do that, this is where you go. In the first page here, you can see all of my past broadcasts in my demo account here, and you can see the status as well. So the first thing we're going to do is click New Broadcast to send an email. So in this first part where it says who will this broadcast be from, you can choose a different send to address, and you can add those in your account settings up here. So right now I just have one, but if I had a couple, you could pick. So if you're sending from different addresses, depending on what broadcast you're sending, you have that option. The next step is who will receive this broadcast. So if you're sending it to your whole email list, you don't have to do anything here. It is going to send it to my whole demo email list of 11 subscribers. But there are a lot of cool things you can do here. I'll show you my two favorites. The first is this matching all of the following. What you could do instead is exclude certain people from getting this email. So you could email everyone except a certain group. And here's an example of why you might want to do that. So what we can do here is, instead of all subscribers, you'd click on this. To edit the filter, we want to exclude none. So we're going to exclude here, matching none of the people who are subscribed to a particular sequence. And what I'm going to pick here is my welcome sequence. So maybe you have a welcome sequence that everyone gets and it introduces you to them, gets them welcome to your community, and to send them like a timed sale email in the middle of them getting welcomed might be weird. So what you could do is you could make sure that email didn't go to anyone currently in your welcome sequence, so you could be sure that they wouldn't get that email while they were in that particular sequence. Something you could also do is just email a specific group. So it could be someone who is subscribed to a particular tag, such as a customer tag. So maybe you have an email that's just for your customers, and you could just send it to them, and you can see this updates to 0 subscribers because I have no one in my customer tag right now. But if I did, you would see those subscribers update, which can help you kind of see how this is working and how it's excluding or including certain people. So the next thing you're going to do is click next step once you figure out who the email's from, who it's going to, and now you're just going to write an email like you would pretty much any other email, with a couple of fun exceptions. So the first is the subject line here. Now you can just write any subject line that you want right here, but you can do something pretty interesting if you want, called A/B testing. So that's what this A/B here is. If you click on that, you'll see it'll give you 2 subject lines, so you can test and see which one gets more opens. So maybe instead I write what's up. Now obviously you could test way more compelling subject lines, maybe one short one, one long one, but It's a great way to learn what really resonates with your audience. So A/B testing will send out both of these subject lines to about 15% of your audience, and then after 4 hours, based on what gets open more, they'll send the winning subject line to everyone. So this is really great for an email that you're okay with everyone, most of the people getting it like 4 hours later. So you want to make sure you don't A/B test for anything that's super time sensitive, but anything else, it can be a great way to learn. I do it all the time. Now, here's where you write your email. So you can just start writing. Now, if you want to use personalization, where it uses their name that they've entered into your form or your landing page, you could click personalize here. You could do just subscriber's name, or you could do subscriber name with fallback, which is my preference. So what that does, you don't have to worry about what any of this stuff means. Basically, all you need to focus on are the hellos. So if you're a hello person, you can leave it as that. I'm more of a hey person, so I might write hey there. And then here, I might write actually hey there. Because what this means is this is going to say, hey, Danielle, if that is what that person wrote in their form. But what this fallback means is that what if someone just entered their email and they didn't enter their name? You wouldn't want it to say, hey, first name. So that's where this comes into play. The second one, you can have an alternative for people who didn't write in their name. I don't know if you've ever gotten those emails where it's like, hey, guest. And it's really awkward. So this keeps that from happening if you want to use people's names in your emails, which you don't have to, but if you would like to, this is here for you. And then you're just going to start writing an email, right? And I'm just writing like, have you ever wondered, right? Anytime you're starting out an email, just write like you're talking to a friend. So you can start writing, and a couple of things you can do in these emails are add an image, right? Add a file. So if you want to have someone download a workbook, you could do that. Of course, you can add links, and you can also add link triggers, which I will show you what that is here. This is great for surveys, or if you want to just capture a certain group of people. So maybe you have a webinar actually that you are having people register for, or maybe just gauge their interest in. So you could say like interested in a webinar about horses, just riffing here, then click here, right? So what you could do is right click here, and then you would highlight that, click link, insert link, and then we have a link you can use right here, app.convertkit.com/preferences confirmed. Or you can have it redirect to your own web page. This is one that kind of stands in and says, thanks, we know your preferences. You'll get more related content soon. So horse webinar interest list. So this is my tag, basically, that I'm creating a category that we're going to insert that will live in our subscribers tab here. So anyone who clicks this, they will be in a group that's just people interested in a webinar about horses. So if you send another broadcast that's just meant for those people, you can just email them. So there are a billion uses for link triggers. Some people will gauge interest in a particular product and then only email sales emails to those people. You can do surveys and have multiple link triggers. So this is one of the most popular things people do in broadcasts. And then of course you will sign off however you like to. And then before you hit click send, you can preview it. So you can send a test email to yourself to see how it all looks. Or you can just click browser here and see what it's all starting to look like. And obviously the first name goes here would be their name. So that will give you a good sense of the preview, and then you'll get to sending it. So we'll click next step here. And this is just explaining how the A/B test works, as I explained. Now you can also preview what the email will look like for a specific subscriber in your account, which is pretty cool. So since this is a demo account, when I click drop down, I have no email subscribers, but you of course would. So you could pick any of them and it would show you what it would look like for them. Now you could send this immediately by clicking send broadcast, or you could schedule it out. So maybe you're pre-writing an email that's gonna go out in a month. Good for you. You could totally do that. Maybe you wanted to go out at a specific time or in a couple days, so you can schedule out your broadcast. Or you can just send it immediately. Now you see this little yellow alert. This is something that we have built in case maybe a link is broken, or if we see something's wrong, we'll let you know before you send it. So this is really cool, and this is telling me, you have no recipients. This email isn't going to anyone. Did you know that? And of course I did know that, so we're good. But I'm gonna click send broadcast. You can see what happens. It'll say, hey, this is gonna go in the queue to be sent as soon as possible to this many subscribers. Does that sound good? So you can always double check yourself and then click OK. And then what you're going to see is now it's in the queue, and it's here twice because we're running a little A/B test. So it is processing the send right now. And once it does send, you'll be able to see here how many were sent, how many people received it, what the open rate was, how many people clicked on any links that you had, and if anyone unsubscribed. So all of that history will stay here forever. So as you send more broadcasts, you'll start to learn a lot about your audience, which is also a really great perk. So go ahead and start sending some emails.